Osita, a man with empty pockets but a mind full of schemes. Together with his mischievous friend Emeka, Osita set up a small temple on the outskirts of the village, claiming to summon the spirits of the dead for grieving families. The act was simple. Osita would sit in the dark, flickering temple while Emeka, hidden behind a curtain, would make eerie sounds and flick the light bulb to create the illusion of a ghostly presence. Then, Osita would pretend to hear the ghosts speak and relay messages to their desperate loved ones. Business was booming. People were paying hefty sums to speak with the departed. The scam worked like a charm until one fateful evening. Osita found himself alone in the temple. Emeka had gone to town, leaving Osita to close up. The sun had dipped below the horizon, and the temple was bathed in a dim, eerie glow. As Osita began to gather his things, the familiar sound of soft whispers echoed through the room. At first he smiled, thinking Emeka had returned early. But the whispers grew louder, more intense, accompanied by the flickering of the lone light bulb. Osita's heart raced. Emeka wasn't due back for hours. He called out, "Emeka, stop playing games." But there was no response, only the flicker of the bulb and the cold, otherworldly whispers. The air grew thick, and Osita's chest tightened with fear. His eyes darted around the room, searching for the source of the sounds. Then, to his horror, the temperature dropped, and a man slowly materialized before him. A ghost, real and unmistakable. The spirit, eyes hollow and voice cold, asked, "Why did you summon me?" Osita's blood ran cold. He stammered, trying to find words, but his fear choked him. The ghost loomed closer, its presence oppressive and terrifying. Osita's legs trembled, and without thinking, he turned and bolted out of the temple, screaming in terror. He didn't stop running, and as he tore through the village, people looked up in alarm. One by one, they dropped what they were doing and began running too, thinking a riot or danger was coming from behind. The streets filled with frantic villagers, all sprinting and shouting until finally someone caught up to Osita. They grabbed his arm, and everyone skidded to a halt, panting and confused. A tense silence hung in the air, broken only by Osita's trembling voice as he pointed back towards the temple. The ghost, it's real. The crowd stared at him, then slowly they all turned to look back at the eerie silhouette of the abandoned temple.